Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the live stream. As you guys hop on, feel free to say hi. We'll do a little chat as well as the reading. But I'm going to get some housekeeping out of the way beforehand. So first of all, thank you guys so much for your love and support this weekend. It was a very heavy, difficult weekend, a very emotional weekend. I know you guys were going through it too. I got emails, I received updates, and from other readers in the collective, I know that they were going through some major purging as well. So thank you guys so much for your patience, your support, just your holding space for me. As always, I appreciate it. Other stuff that's going on, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit about, hey, Lori, I'm going to talk a little bit about what has been going on with the collective in a minute, but I want to get some more housekeeping out of the way. Over on our Facebook page, we have some changes. We did a lot of cleanup over the weekend. I have a new profile, so you can check me out at Susan Dawn, or Susan Dawn Spiritual is a Facebook page. On my profile, I'm now going to be hosting all of my essays and musings and, sharing articles and things about twin flames and soulmates and connections, spiritual connections, partnerships, things like that. So you can check all that out. And then the page is going to be more business oriented. So do make sure that you friend me if you guys are interested in that. Speaking of, tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, over on Facebook, we're going to be doing an exclusive Facebook live chat, live stream, where I'm going to be channeling questions for you guys. So this is going to be by donation. It's basically a free reading, but I am asking for $5 donations to make top priority, but I'm going to be channeling just like the daily energy draws. You guys ask a question and I'll channel some answers for you, channel some messages from Spirit for you. So tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a live stream. You guys get a chance to ask questions, and I will channel some responses for you, just like the daily energy draws. Hi, Kiss JG. Speaking of the dailies, they are not back this week. I promise they will be back next week. I miss them. I will do them. But things have been just crazy in my external world. I'm dealing with a lot right now, so I kind of have to prioritize, and unfortunately that fell to the wayside. But I love the dailies. They will be back, so stay tuned for that. Okay, let's talk. This was, and I know this was collective because I've talked to other readers, I've talked to other people who are on this journey. There was some major, major purging happening for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine this past week. And what that created was a major shift. What was happening was old fears were coming up to the surface. That was old templates that we were really removing and getting rid of. For myself, it was old fears of, what if he's not my person? What if I made this whole thing up? What if, he's not going to come back? What if, the past is in the past and we're never going to have a second chance? What if he never loved me? It was all of those old fears. And what that translated to was, I just don't care. If you guys watched the reading, I think it was this weekend that I did, I was in a place of, I just don't give a shit anymore. I did not care. Now, that's to say, I will always care about my divine masculine. The love is always there. But what happened was I stopped caring so much about the journey. I stopped focusing so much on the journey and started pulling my power back to myself. And that's what we really have to do. Yeah, that's what you were thinking this morning. Yeah, it is definitely collective that we're moving through, because what's happening, especially for those of us who identify as the divine feminines, we on this journey had put so much emphasis in the divine masculine. So much of our time and our love and our focus and our healing work, even we were doing the healing work with the focus on the divine masculine, and we had to pull that back to ourselves. I know for myself, the past 2 years was really focused on my divine masculine because of a lot of what he was going through. And so it was about me trying to take care of him, me even wanting to fix things for him and help him. But that's the distorted feminine. That's not the divine feminine. The divine feminine knows that her divine masculine, her sacred masculine, has got this. And that's where I am. So when I say that I don't care, it's not from a place of I don't care about my divine masculine. It's not coming from a place of I don't believe in him. It's quite the opposite. I believe in him fully. I believe in our divine masculines fully. But it's me pulling back from that masculine energy of needing to fix things and believing that by loving more forcefully, it would make things better or it would move things forward. That was releasing the control and stepping more into the feminine energy of flow and acceptance and release. And so, what's happening is divine feminines are stepping in to their sovereignty. They're stepping back into their power, putting the focus back onto themselves and their own life, understanding fully that the divine masculine, they've got this. This is their chance, the divine masculine's chance to believe in themselves, to know that they have that strength, to know that they have that love, that they are always fully supported. Just like we know that the divine masculines are always with us, this is the divine masculines understanding that they are always, or that we are always with them. So that's what's happening, and it's kind of phenomenal, to be quite honest. It feels really good because we're coming back to this place of peace, and we're coming back to this place of power, and we're holding the light, but not holding the light with such a weight attached to it. We're holding the light from just a place of knowing that your divine masculine is doing exactly what he needs to do, and that you're always doing this together. You're not carrying the burdens anymore. You're not carrying that cross. You're not carrying all the weight of this connection on your shoulders. That is what you're letting go of. That's the control that you're letting go of. Because you're not meant to carry this burden. It's not meant to be a burden. Love is not meant to be a burden, but we make it a burden when we feel, and naturally, especially as feminines, feminine energy, or females in the feminine energy, we feel like we need to support, and we feel like that support is fixing. And that's not what love is. Love is trust, and love is faith, and love is believing. And we have to believe in our divine masculines. We have to have that faith in them that they've got this. They are equal. They are just as strong as we are. They are just as capable as we are. And we have to trust in that, and we have to believe in that. Okay, we're going to do a reading. I'm going to catch up on your comments in a second. We're going to do a reading. I'm just going to pull cards and see what energy comes out. I don't have anything planned. You guys know I do things off the cuff here. So, hi, Asia. Nice to see you. Lori, it gets tiring, the waiting and wondering, the ups and downs. Yes, Lori, that is your call to focus on yourself and focus on your path, because your divine masculine will meet you there. They will meet you there. But pull back that energy, detach. That's my I don't give a fuck was my detachment. That's just the way that that spirit has helped me to detach, coming from a place of not caring, because I tend to care too much. I tend to focus too much. And it's not to say that I don't care. It's not to say that I don't love, but that's just the way my own mind helps me detach, pull back my energy. And it doesn't mean that you're not holding space. It doesn't mean that you're not holding the light. It doesn't mean that you're not holding the love. You do that naturally as the divine feminine. You do that naturally. You don't have to force anything. There's nothing to force. There's nothing to force when it comes to love, when it comes to this connection. Now we're at the point where we've done the work. We've done that act of healing. And yes, there might be some residual transmuting. There might be some residual clearing to be done. But we're at this point where we're in a place of just allowing it to unfold, allowing divine timing to take root, trusting in that, having faith in that, coming back to that place of trust and faith. Hey, Laura. Hi, Violet. Good to see you guys. 3 generations of twin flames. Wow. Wow. Laura, I would love to hear more about that sometime. I'm curious how you were taught or how you were guided. Did you know about twin flames before? Feel free to send me an email because I'd really love to talk to you. Okay. Let's see. Well, When I was doing my meditation in the pre-shuffle, I was guided to use the tarot as sexual magic, but I started shuffling with these cards. So I'm going to start with these cards, and then I think I might do some tarot sexual magic. So I'll let you guys know if you're not comfortable with nudity and artwork and on cards. I'll let you guys know before I pull those cards. But let's just I'll use this deck first, since I'm already shuffling it, and see what's going on. Okay. Spirit, what's going on with this collective? What is going on this week? And what they've been telling me is that this is transformations. What happened, the purging that you've been doing, the fear that you've been going through. And part of my own fear was that I was focused on the 3D. I was still seeing the illusion. And the thing with the 3D, the physical reality, is that that is a very strong illusion, because we live as humans. We live this life of duality. We're here to experience duality. As humans, to understand that we are more than human, that we are spirit, but that we are experiencing duality. We are experiencing this physical 3D world. And the illusion is very, very strong. And so sometimes we do get caught up in that trap again. But that is what we have to keep mastering and transmuting and transcending, is that illusion. Coming back to that place of knowing. And what they're actually telling me now is, as long as you come back to that place of knowing, as long as you come back to that place of faith, you're okay. You're okay. You're not messing anything up. Nothing is being ruined. They're saying nothing is being derailed. You are right on schedule for your path, for your journey. You are right on schedule, even with those old fears and those old templates and those old beliefs popping up, because that's just meant for you to clear. That's just meant for you to heal. And that is okay. Spirit is guiding you. I feel like that was a really important message for some of you out there. Yeah. Ooh. Asia, you think you know love until you meet your divine counterpart, until you have a spiritual connection. And then it is this. It is the Ace of Wands. It is an awakening. It's a beginning of something new, something that you didn't even think you understood. So, okay. Oh, and there's a Lovers. Okay. Lovers and 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm not called to take it, but I'm pointing it out. Lovers. Oops. Oh, and there's, okay, and there's a 10 of Pentacles. Lovers and 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So we have the Ace of Wands, we have the 7 of Wands, we have the 8 of Wands, but this came out in reverse. And I don't take reversals, and I don't put my cards back into the deck in reverse, but this was reversed, and I was asking them if I should keep it or not, or if I should even take it, and they said yes. So give me a second. I want to get the energies here. What I'm hearing, okay, all this together. What I'm hearing is, this is especially a message for divine feminines. This new beginning is in hand. There is an olive branch, a reconciliation that is imminent. They're saying imminent, coming up in the near future. This could be within the next few days. This could be the next few weeks. But it's this energy of the now, the very soon is what they're saying. Remember that time is an illusion, so take it for as it resonates for you. Very soon in the physical or in the higher dimensions can have a different meaning. So take it as it's resonating for you. But they are saying it is imminent. It's an olive branch. It's a reconciliation. It's a peace offering that's being made from the divine masculines to the divine feminines. However, so this is for a new beginning. However, and it's going to be passionate, they're saying. It is going to be passionate, but not passionate as in sexual, although it could be for some of you, but passionate as in sincere, earnest, endearing, very, very sincere, I'm getting the word humbled. Your divine masculine is humbled. by his experience, by his own transformation that he has undergone, especially recently, especially over the past few weeks to the past few months. This has been a process for them, and it has humbled them. So there is a new beginning within this relationship, within this partnership that is coming, this peace offering, this olive branch that is being held out to you, divine feminines. Spirit, this is a message directly from Spirit for you. They are asking you not to be so guarded with your heart. Don't block the communication that's coming in. Don't block the offering that's being made. Don't be so far into that Queen of Swords energy where you're holding on to the past, you're holding on to the mistakes, you're holding on to whatever it was, whatever toxic energy existed between you and your divine masculine. Now, toxic energy did exist between you and your divine masculine, but let go of that. Allow that to be almost like erased. Now, that's not to say that you're not acknowledging what existed between you two. That's not to say that you're excusing any of the behavior or any of the pain that existed between you two. So, not erased as in that sense, but erased as in allowing it to move forward, allowing the conversation to be had, allowing the olive branch to be offered and received, and moving forward from that point on, moving forward into that new beginning. Don't hold on so much to your defenses. Don't get so trapped in your ego, in that fear of it's going to be the same, because that is what you're holding on to as far as the past. You're holding on to that fear of it's going to be the same as before. It's going to be the same as before, and nothing's going to change. Allow the communication to come in. Allow the action to be taken from your divine masculine. This is also part of what we were talking about, that stepping back to embrace and accept whatever is to come, whatever is to unfold. Stepping back into your own power, not focus so much on the journey, not focus so much on your divine masculine and what he's doing, not focus so much on union, because it is coming. Union is destined. It is fated. It is meant for you. Okay. Okay, you guys, let me catch up. I'm going to have to go back and read through the comments later, but let me see what I can. Laura, you can email me at susandonspiritual@gmail.com. I'd love to talk. Spiritual awareness has grown in leaps and bounds, and I started seeing sinks. Dimes. Nice. Nice. Your twin flame came to your house to see you. Oh, see, yeah, communication is coming in. Don't block this. Don't be in that guardedness. Here's the thing. You have experienced pain, and you have experienced pain from your divine masculine and the way that they treated you, the way that they even treated this connection. It was not fair. It did hurt. But when that pain, you have to understand that they were going through their own transformation. They were going through their own pain. Again, it's not an excuse. There is no excuse for poor behavior. But what you do have to have is understanding and compassion, and understanding and compassion that it's all coming from a place of, number one, their own pain, and number two, from love. Always pull back as much as you can to look at things from the higher perspective, look at things from the soul perspective, because those of who are truly on this journey will always see things from that higher perspective and understand the undercurrent of love that is there. There is always an undercurrent of love that is there between true counterparts. And so when you see what is happening, what is truly happening, I'll give you guys an example. My divine masculine said some pretty horrible things to me when we split. But I could feel and trusted my intuition. I could feel that it was a projection of his own pain. I could feel that. And I know for a fact that he does not truly see me in that way. And I'm not those things that he said. That's it too. He doesn't believe it, and I don't believe it. But things were said, and that's where the pain comes in, because it was still said. But there's the undercurrent of love that is there. There's the undercurrent of their own pain that they're moving through. So that's what we have to trust. That's what we have to have faith in. And that's most importantly what we have to forgive. Have compassion, because you have both been through Oh, hell. They're allowing me to say it. You have been through hell on this journey. Ascension is not for the faint of heart, and you have been ascending. You have been shifting your consciousness. You have been changing your entire world. Your entire world has been flipped upside down, both you and your divine masculine. Both of you, your entire world has changed, both inside and outside. It has not been easy, and it's not like it was minor changes, and it's not like it happened slowly. This happened at an accelerated pace over the course of years, maybe, but the shifts in consciousness happened boom, 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 boom. Very fast. Changes happened very fast. It was not easy. That is why Spirit is so damn proud of you, because ascension and awakening is not easy. It's not easy for anybody, but especially you guys not having a template to go by. You are the way showers. You are the light workers. You are the pioneers. And so you should be so proud of yourself for getting to this point and for holding the light, for holding the love for yourself, for being willing to go within and excavate all of that soul sludge and bring it all up to the surface, to look at your shadow side, to look at your traumas, to look at yourself. You should be so proud. Okay, my energy, I don't know if you guys can tell, my energy is like a level 100 right now. I don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going on. Hi, Lisa. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, what else we got? Yeah, that offer's coming in. That offer of love and expression is coming in. This could also be a romantic offer, but I keep hearing an expression of self. So this is a sincere expression of self. Where they were withdrawn before, where they were holding back their emotions, where they were holding back themselves and who they truly were. Now, you've always seen them, divine feminines. You know them. You see the heart of them. You see the soul of them, because they are you and you are them. And so you've always been able to see beyond the masks. That was part of their self-deception, thinking that they were holding up a mask, that they were holding up these illusions, and that you couldn't see them. But now they have taken down those masks and faced themselves. And what they want to do is they want to show you that. They want to say, I see myself now, and I see you more clearly. And they want to come in with a sincere, loving offer, an expression of themselves, an expression of love and appreciation for this connection. They want to come in with this offer now. I'm also hearing take the offer for however it resonates for you. I just got very, very nervous. Very, very nervous. A very nervous energy. Some of you might actually be receiving physical 3D offers, like marriage or engagements or higher level of commitments. But I feel like the divine masculines, I don't know if any divine masculines are watching this, I'd be very curious to see, because I just got an overwhelming energy of nervousness. Like my whole body feels like it's shaking. My solar plexus feels like it's on like out of control, like very nervous energy here. So some of you might be receiving not just an expression of self, not just an expression of love, of acknowledgement of the connection, but you might actually be receiving a offer of commitment, of relationship, of engagement, of marriage, of moving in, of partnership. So take that as it resonates for you. But like very, very anxious energy just washed over me. Very anxious energy. Very rough waters the past few days. Yeah. Today feels much more peaceful. Much more peaceful. What else we got? Okay, you know that nervous energy I just got? It's funny because we just had the Four of Swords come out, and what I heard was praying. And I'm like, what's that about? And then the Queen of Swords came out, and I feel like your masculine is praying for this, for you, praying for communication. But what's funny is what I heard from Spirit was they're praying that you don't cut off their heads. They're praying that when they come in to communicate with you, that it's not like Queen of Swords energy, that it's not like that you're that nurturing, loving energy that they remember. They don't want you to be that guarded energy. They don't want that communication to be harsh. They want it to be loving and nurturing and playful, and that's what they're praying for. They're praying for this. That's funny. I don't mean to laugh or make fun of our divine masculines, but that's kind of funny that they're nervous about this. They're nervous about the communication. They're nervous about coming forward. They're nervous how it's going to be received, and they're praying for you. And I'm actually getting that some of them might actually be up at night playing these scenarios over in their mind, and going over all the scenarios. And some of the scenarios they don't like. They don't like. It's like they're imagining the worst case scenario. Divine masculines, imagine the best case scenario. Wow. Yeah, they are coming in as a king. Coming in as a king, confident and taking action, taking authority. Coming in as the king, taking hold of that wand. No, that's not a euphemism. And wanting this new beginning. Now going forward towards you with that olive branch in his hand for that new beginning. And you see how he's sitting on his throne, but it looks like any second now he's going to get up and start walking towards you. That is this energy. Any moment now. That very soon energy. Any moment now, because they are in that king energy. Getting ready to move forward and take action. Okay, I am getting called to get some of these tarot sexual magic cards. So again, if you guys are not comfortable with nudity or sexual stuff, feel free to click off. I do like to let you guys know that I treat sexuality and nudity and all that stuff with the utmost of respect. So that's how we're going to talk about it here. Sex is sacred. So that is how we're going to talk about it here with these cards. Just going to pull some cards and see what the energy is. Yeah. No coincidence, the cards that I use. Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles and we have the Nine of Cups. And I feel like this is the Divine Masculine's fears. The Divine Masculine, see in the Six of Pentacles, this is very interesting, this depiction of this card. Your Divine Feminine, you are just sitting in your power, just kind of ignoring everything, just kind of doing your own thing, which is exactly what you're meant to be doing. You're meant to be in your power. You're meant to be focused on yourself. You're meant to have pulled back your energy. Your Divine Masculine is back there kind of like, what's going on? What's she doing? Might even be keeping an eye on you, trying to figure out how you're feeling about this connection, how you're still feeling about them. A little bit worried that maybe you have moved on. But now they're like, they want that reciprocity. They want to offer you something. They know that they were withdrawn. They know that they didn't offer you exactly what you deserved. And now that you've pulled back your energy, now that you're focused on yourself and not on them, they're feeling that loss. They're feeling the loss of you. And that made them go within and kind of look at the connection and look at how they felt towards you, look at how they felt towards themselves, I'm also hearing, and now want this higher level of commitment. But with this Nine of Cups here, you're part of their fulfillment. You're part of their happiness. You're part of their emotional fulfillment and happiness and their joy. You're part of their future. They want you as part of their future now. They understand this connection. They understand what you mean to them. But you see how he's trying to put his arms around her and she's kind of just guarded and holding back? This might be your energy, Divine Feminines, but the energy that I'm getting is that this is their fear. They're afraid that you're going to be guarded. They're afraid that as they move towards you now, because of the cycle that you guys had played out in the past, they're afraid that as you move towards them, you're going to move away from them. That was an old cycle. That was a cycle that closed out. It's not necessary anymore. You're moving towards each other, but it's almost like they're telling me it's almost like karma. They're afraid that you're going to do to them what they did to you, that the closer they try to get to you, you're going to pull back because they're feeling you pull back in your energy. And they're wanting to come forward with that reciprocity. They're wanting to come forward with that balance, but they're afraid now that as they come forward, because now they're ready for that offer, now they're ready for that commitment, they're afraid that once they come towards you, you might have other partners, you might have other interests, you might have other options. They're afraid that you're going to be the one to pull back now. They're afraid that karma is going to come around and they're going to experience it. And that's part of why they're holding back themselves. That's part of the fear that they're moving through themselves. They're moving through the fear of coming towards you, the fear of rejection, the fear of abandonment, the fear of she doesn't want me anymore. My divine feminine doesn't want me anymore. Because they understand now that you are that fulfillment. They understand now that you are their true love, that you are that happiness. And it's almost like now that they've understood this, they're afraid that it's going to be taken away from them. They don't understand fully the connection. They don't understand. They understand. Let me back up. They understand. Spirit's like, wait a minute. They understand the connection. They understand the depth of this love. But they too are looking at the 3D and saying, well, maybe she doesn't want me anymore. That's the fears that are coming up to the surface. So divine masculines too have to step back into that place of faith. And what I'm hearing is divine feminines, as you come to that place of faith, as you let go of the 3D fears, so will your divine masculine. And that will give them the strength to step forward. Okay. I cannot catch up with you guys, but I love that you guys are helping and talking with each other. I love it. You guys are an amazing community. Yeah. Do you remember in the beginning when I can't remember exactly what I was saying. When I was channeling something about you have to let go of the weight, divine feminines, you have to pull back your energy. You have to step back into your own power because you can't carry that burden anymore. You can't carry the connection by yourself. You have to trust that your divine masculine is going to rise to the occasion and be healing for himself, that he's taking care of himself, that he is moving forward towards this connection towards you as well. It's time for you, divine feminines, to really pull back and focus on your life and trust that your paths will converge. I was talking about that in the beginning. This is that same energy. This is the 10 of Wands. Your divine masculine now is going to support you. Where before he might not have been able to support you, I'm hearing because he couldn't truly support himself. He wasn't truly seeing himself. Now it is in a place of he's going to support you. You don't have to carry the burdens of this connection yourself. You don't have to carry the weight of this connection yourself. He is going to be lifting you up. And I'm going to get this. I almost was called to use this deck. And it's almost no wonder. Give me a second. I want to pull this card out. This is my favorite card in all of the tarot decks because it is the true epitome of divine masculine and divine feminine energy. It's the Lover's card in the Gilded Tarot. And if you guys are familiar with it, or if you're not, I'll pull it out in a second. Where is it? What I had channeled many, many months ago was with this card. Probably at the end of the deck. There it is. Okay. And it's kind of like this 10 of Wands here in this deck. This is the epitome of the divine masculine and the divine feminine in union. This is that harmonious relationship. This is that partnership, that true divine partnership, that sacred energy, that sacred union. Here you have the divine feminine who is in her power, in her sovereignty, rising, nurturing and loving and supporting the divine masculine, but from a place of love, but from a place of allowing. And here the divine masculine is in his strength, in his honor, in his integrity, in his dignity. Here he is lifting the divine feminine up, and look at that energy pouring through them. Look at that energy, equal partnership. This is the epitome of sacred union. Both of you lifting each other up. One person is not carrying the connection. One person is not forcing the connection. One person is not controlling the connection. That is what you're letting go of. That's what the collective has been releasing over the past week. more of that fear of focusing too much on the 3D, more of the fear of focusing too much on the external divine masculine and not yourself, not your own balanced energies, not your own sacred union within. As within, so without. As you come to that sacred union within and the balancing of the masculine and feminine energies within, because your divine masculine is your masculine energy within. That is the one soul. That is the oneness of you both. That is this connection. And so now, as you come back to yourself, focus on your life, focus on yourself without that I don't want to say narrow-mindedness, but that it's almost like the close-up. In movies you have that close-up. It's very narrow. It's too close. You're too focused on your divine masculine. Pull back and look at the bigger picture. Focus on yourself, and this is all going to come into play. This is all going to unfold naturally and perfectly. Okay. Let's get a couple more cards here. And also what they're pointing out with me with this card, with this image, is that it's equal give and take. It's equal reciprocity. You see how they're loving each other, how they're supporting each other, how they're kissing each other. This is reciprocity. This is equal balance. This is both of you feeling the same emotion and not holding back from the emotion. Both of you being affectionate, equally affectionate. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, it is amazing energy. 10 of Wands doesn't usually carry that energy, but that image is just beautiful. So we have the 2 of Wands here. This is a very playful energy. 2 of Wands is usually about making a decision. The energy that I'm getting here is about coming back to yourself, coming back to that playful energy, coming back to the love that you have for each other. You see how they're kind of like playing footsie under the table? This is that innocence. This is that playful energy. And what I'm hearing from Spirit is it is a decision. You can make the decision to hold on to the intensity, to hold on to the resentment, to hold on to the pain, or you can come back, heal that inner child. Heal that inner child that was pained, and understand, okay, so this is kind of a heavy message, so bear with me for a second. Your inner child, your divine masculine, is reflecting the distortion within you. Your inner masculine is reflecting the trauma and the pain that you're feeling within you. And so they're just mirroring back to you what you hold within yourself. And so when you were in a place of pain with your divine masculine, anything that you're holding on to as far as resentment, as far as that pain, you have a choice. You have a choice to heal what was the cause of that pain within you, to heal that inner child that was feeling rejected, or that was feeling abandoned, or that had suffered some kind of trauma, or had suffered some kind of loss. You have that choice to heal and come back to harmony within yourself and that playfulness, that innocence. That's this energy. Come back to that energy. You have that choice to come back to the energy of innocence, come back to that playfulness, to come back to that flirtatiousness, to come back to that honeymoon energy of your love, because this is a brand new beginning. It is a brand new beginning for you both. And they're also pointing me the 10 card. The 10 is completion. And it's also about when you have one completion, then you start a new beginning, because life is an ever-evolving cycle, an ever-evolving circle. Okay, I'm going to get, what time is it? I'm going to get a couple more of these cards, see if there's any other message, and then I'll pull some romance angels. And I think I'll pull a song as well. I've been getting song downloads like crazy lately. The one I got today, if you guys follow me on my new profile, Susan Dawn on Facebook, it was from Cinderella. Of course, it's Disney. It was "A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes," and it was Spirit saying, "Okay, you stopped believing, you stopped having faith, but can you keep on believing that your dream's going to come true?" I'm trying. I sure am trying. That's beautiful. Who came out but the Emperor? And look how confident he is. Look how controlled he is, but not from a place of manipulative control. The Emperor can be very stubborn, very controlling in a masculine way, distorted masculine way, where he tries to control other people. But here it's an energy of he's in control of himself now. He's in authority of himself. He is taking control of his life, taking control of himself in a very disciplined manner, in a very respectful manner. Respectful and considerate of other people is what I'm hearing. And some of the resistance and some of that stubbornness is fading because that was also the ego. That was also the illusion. That was also the mask. And what we have here is the Seven of Wands. And interestingly enough, the Seven of Wands came out here as well in the beginning, where this was for the feminines, a very guarded energy. This is, you see how they're holding each other? And they're pointing me to the orange, which is the sacral chakra energy as well. And this is creating something new. This is that balance. This is defending each other now. This is fighting for each other. This is lifting each other up. This is holding each other in that love, holding each other in that light. And not just one energy holding the light, but both of you holding each other in that support. Both of you defending this connection, both of you embracing this connection, both of you embracing each other. Because the masculine is rising into the role, releasing the stubbornness, releasing the resistance, rising into the role where he is himself and proud to be himself, taking full authority of himself. And I like the way they're saying that, taking full authority of himself. This is him in his authenticity. That's beautiful. What sign am I? I am a Libra sun and an Aries moon. And my divine masculine is a Aries sun and a aqua moon. So we've got the fire and the air. Okay, I'm gonna get the so that makes for an interesting dynamic. Let me tell you, we've got both the passion and the getting caught in our minds. You thought it was, what gave it away? Okay, let's see what we have for the romance angels. Again, we'll be back with the dailies next week. I promise. I miss those. I love those. We will be back. And make sure that you join us on Facebook for the mini readings. I'm going to answer some questions. If you guys have questions for me, I will channel just like we do for the daily energy draws. I'll pull a card for you guys and see what messages and answers come out for you. So make sure you join us at Susan Dawn Spiritual on Facebook for that. I think I have the link in the description box below. Okay. You guys, I apologize. I can't keep up with the conversation, but again, I'm really glad that you guys are supporting each other. So thank you. You guys as a community are just beautiful, and it makes me feel really good. It makes me feel really good. You guys are all high vibrational and just beautiful energies. You really have beautiful energies. Okay, what are we doing? How's the divine masculine feeling about the divine feminine? How's the divine masculine feeling about the divine feminine in this connection? How's the divine masculine feeling about the divine feminine? That's too many. Ooh, okay. That's nice. Okay. We have love yourself first. And what I heard when this came out was, remember how we're talking about take back your power, pull back your power, focus on yourself, step into your power, step into your light. Your divine masculine wants you to love yourself first. They want you in your power. They want to rise up to meet you in that equal partnership, in that equal power. But divine feminines, you have to be in that place of love first. You have to be in that place of holding your own sovereignty, in your own integrity, in your own power, for lack of a better word. And your divine masculines, by you doing this, they're seeing this and they're admiring this about you, because it's calling them to rise up too. And they want to meet you. They want to meet you. And you are guiding them. You are holding the light for them in order to do that. By you being strong, by you being in your power, it helps them understand how to rise too. It helps them believe in themselves and their own worth because you're believing in your worth. You're not so focused on another person that you lose yourself. Instead, you're loving yourself. And by you loving yourself, they feel that energy. And by them feeling that energy, they know that they're worthy of your love. Because as you love yourself, they're loving themselves, and that helps them feel like they're worthy of you. Five plants. Ooh, you've got a lot of fire in your chart. All right, divine feminines to divine masculines. What does the divine feminine feel about the divine masculine? This is a really positive energy. This is a really positive energy. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. This is that new energy. This is the releasing of the old in order to embrace the new. And we've been talking about this for the past few weeks. You have to let go of the old picture you had of your divine masculine. That was something that I was actually letting go of, the residual energy of that this past weekend, the fears around that, the 3D illusions around that. I had to let the weight of it all crumble. I had to release the vision that I was holding for me and my divine masculine in order to welcome in the new. And that is a process. That's something I've been doing all summer. But I felt the full force of that this past weekend. So this new love, you're welcoming in this new beginning. You're welcoming in this new beginning, but you have to embrace it and you have to accept it by leaving the past behind. And they're calling me to this. What's interesting for me, and I don't know if you guys are experiencing this as well, I'm experiencing a lot of fluctuations in time, as in timelines, where the past 2 years with my divine masculine feels like a very, very distant memory. It feels like a past life. It feels like I've moved into a brand new life. It's to the point where my divine masculine actually feels like a stranger. The love is still there, the recognition is still there, but that's the old him. That's the old us. That was our old life together. And that's part of what they're saying with here. You have to let the past completely go to welcome in this new love, to welcome in this new partnership, because it will be a new partnership. It will be a new iteration of your partnership. It will look different. It will feel different because it will be different because you are different. That is the transformation that you have undergone on this ascension journey. You have transformed from the inside out. And so now allow the outside to reflect the new you, both of you, the new both of you. That's that new love. That's that new partnership. Cool. Okay, let's get a song. My twin is an Aquarius with an Aries rising. Oh, that's kind of like my twin. I feel your twin is thinking. Laura, you're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry, but thank you. I hope so. I saw him last week, and that was part of my fear. That was part of the pain that I was in last week, where it felt like he wasn't thinking about me. It felt like he wasn't loving me. It felt like it was over. But that's part of this as well. It had to be over for a new beginning to take root. It had to be over. Okay, let's get a song. Let's get a song. What do you have to say to each other? Let's get masculine. What do you want to say to the feminine in song? Because we all know that they speak in songs. We get the song downloads. That's too many. Spirit, just one. If the shuffle doesn't come out, I'll just take one. Oh, okay. We have Rihanna, Stay. I Want You to Stay. And I don't know how the rest of the song goes. I mean, I know how the song goes, but I can't think of the lyrics right now. But that might call to somebody. So maybe look up the lyrics to this song, Rihanna, Stay. But the energy that I'm getting is the divine masculine wants to stay now. And he's saying to you, just like this energy. Remember when we said that he's kind of in an energy of afraid that maybe, where is that card? My desk is a mess. I don't know where that card went. Oh, he's in this energy of this is his happiness, this is his wish fulfillment, but he's kind of afraid that now you've moved on. He wants you to stay divine masculine or divine feminine, but more than that, he wants to stay. He wants this commitment. And he's saying to you that when this offer comes in, it is going to be sincere, it is going to be true. He wants to stay now. He wants this commitment. He wants this partnership. He wants you in his life. And he's going to be committed and loyal and devoted to having you in his life because he does cherish you and he does love you. He does want to stay. So you might have experienced some of that in and out. You might have experienced some of that hot and cold energy. You might have experienced some of that, I'm in this and then I'm out of this. I'm here and then I'm not. That's going to end. That's going to end here. Because that is how they're transforming. That is them understanding this connection, waking up to this connection, and waking up to the love that you both share with each other. Divine feminine to divine masculine, what do you have to say? It's too many. Divine feminine to divine masculine, what do you have to say? And I'll take the bottom of the deck to be spirit. Divine feminine to the divine masculines, assuring the divine masculine, all of me loves all of you. Nothing to worry about, divine masculines. The love is still there. The love is still there. That is unconditional love that you have always felt. And yes, it might be marred by some pain. It might be clouded by some fear, might be masked by some illusion. But with these true divine counterparts, that undercurrent of love is always, always there. And let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. If you ever wonder if you're always in my head, I assure you, it's true. Imaginary future will be okay. Your divine masculines are thinking about you, just like you're thinking about them. Beautiful, beautiful. This was a really nice reading. I'll try to hop on another time, sometime this week, so make sure you guys stay tuned. We'll definitely be back on Friday or Saturday for the weekend update, so make sure you stay tuned for that and subscribe so you don't miss a beat. And if you are joining us on Facebook, make sure that you leave me a question ahead of time so that you get on the wait list. We'll pull some cards for you guys, and I'll do some readings for you guys over on Facebook. So the link to our Facebook page is in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. I'm sending you guys so much love, so much light, so much healing, and we'll see you soon. Bye.